everyone. Okay.
Hi everyone, thanks for dropping by. Hi Helen.
Hello, hi Sam. Hi Sam.
Hey. Okay, you wanna like go and
Wow.
adjust your filter or something first?
Adjust filter ya? Well, I'm
Got
not very...
filter?
No filter?
Yeah.
Where's the filter?
At the bottom there is this smiley face sparkle. You're using iPhone, right?
Yeah. Oh my
I
goodness.
know.
Wow.
Hey guys, thanks for dropping by. Let Helen like do a bit of adjustment first.
Oh, it is scary.
Okay, so
What?
I also you figure out your filter already or not?
I think it's okay lah. I'm no filter.
Okay.
My
So
my iPhone don't have a lot of filter.
I think you need to go and find and download. You can go and have fun with it later on.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, of course, every time I must make up before I do my live. All right, guys. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping by on a Friday night. Thank you for spending the night with me and Helen. Helen is
Hi.
from Rosette Designs Co. Yeah, Helen, maybe you can do a bit of introduction of yourself first.
Hi. Hi everyone, I'm Helen. I'm Creative Director of Rosette Designs Co. We are a creative wedding planning and decorator also in Singapore. And we are partnered with Belle Couture since 2018.
Okay, great. Okay, so thank you, Helen, for the short and sweet introduction. So before we actually start off with this wedding frontliners, just want to update everybody, the viewers here, because there are some people that are new. Wedding frontliners is a new series or a new segment for June, because as we understand that during circuit breaker, a lot of industries, not just weddings, they are going through a bit of a struggle. Couples, everyone basically, but because we are specialized in the wedding industry, we want to talk about the things that we are going through, the difficulties, any new innovative business ideas or concepts that each and one of all our vendors have come up with. So Helen is one of our vendors that we work very, very closely with. Actually, it's more like our, can say, sister company, like really, really close. We work together. We stay in the same place together as well. Yeah, so we are super close. Yeah, so again, we want to thank Helen so much for spending this Friday night at 8 p.m. with us when you can have your dinner, watch movie. Yeah.
Yeah, dinner. I had my dinner though. Have you had your dinner?
Yeah, of course. It's I'm on a diet, so I cannot eat before 8. I cannot eat after 8.
Oh, okay. Intermittent fasting.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So maybe we can start off with the first question. Ready? Helen,
Yeah.
are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we all know that currently due to the pandemic, it has affected a lot of people, like businesses, couples, everyone. So what do you think of the outlook, for the wedding industry as a whole right now?
I think okay, basically this pandemic has brought a lot of business down, and business who are like high contact, like event, suffers kind of the same, like air travel. So of course the impact was quite huge because we cannot do wedding or cannot do event anymore, and
Yeah.
now we are limited by 10 packs. It's still ongoing, the wedding still ongoing, but the problem probably now is that wedding vendor cannot be in the wedding itself. So we are
Right.
really hoping for the phase 2, they take out the limitation.
Right. Because so Helen, what you're trying to say is that because due to the a lot of all these limitations, you cannot even be there to actually help the couples, to provide your full range of business. And sometimes it's a bit of a struggle as well, right? Because sometimes communicating through just the phone or like WhatsApp is a bit of a struggle. And of
Yeah.
course we hope that the phase 2 will end. So definitely more than 10 people can attend the wedding, so that Rosettes, even companies like Rosette or even Belle Couture, we can be there for the customers on their wedding as well, right?
Yeah, I think also after this pandemic, or maybe not after, but moving along until the vaccine is readily available, wedding will continue to be small and will still be social distancing limitations that we are facing. So I
Right.
think wedding as an industry has to evolve. I think we are kind
Mm.
of forced to evolve.
Yes, yes, yes. Like forced to adapt, right? Like virtual
Mm,
appointments, all the
yeah.
virtual consultations. Yeah. Okay, so Helen, maybe you can share with us like the services you provide because right now we want to know like actually have you come up with any new innovative like business or like services that can actually bring convenience to the customer and for yourself as well?
Yeah. Actually, we are still active in with our job and with our work, and we
Mm-hmm.
come up with a virtual wedding package because
Mm.
we realize like our couple, they are very affected because they like the date, but there's a restriction of 10 packs, so they want to go ahead with 10
Mm.
packs, but they also want their friends and other family member to witness the wedding. So we thought, why not
Mm.
we actually package this together with our service. So we have a virtual wedding package which broadcasts the service. We also have coordination. As you
Mm.
know, we are also wedding planner, so we coordinate the wedding. We also plan the wedding. So now we
Mm.
have a virtual coordinator,
Wow.
virtual MC, virtual coordinators, virtual AV
Mm.
people, and we also provide the decor. So it's very interesting, and I think
Mm.
a lot of couples are interested, and we actually give this broadcast service complementary to our existing couple. So
Oh,
this
okay.
so this is a service that we provide for our existing couple.
Mm.
If they want to get married from June to August, it's free of charge.
Wow, okay, that's quite interesting. But actually, like, I'm very curious, how does this wedding coordinator work virtually? Like, how do you guys like work? Maybe you can explain, like, simplify for the customers to understand, for the viewers, sorry, for viewers and for myself to understand.
Yes. So people always think like, oh, I can just broadcast easily, but there is a
Mm,
lot of coordination behind the broadcasting, right? In you need to admit people in Zoom because we use Zoom.
mm,
You need to
mm,
admit people, make sure there's no strangers, and also we have slides and we have backdrop. So we have virtual background that match into
mm.
the invitation design. We
Oh,
package
so
them together.
you will
Yeah.
design like their
Yes.
e-cards, you will design their
Mm.
backgrounds,
Yeah.
everything lah.
Yeah.
Usually all this like designing in a full package, right? Does it like take a lot of time? Does it take a lot of work? Like is it very like how to say very tedious?
Uh, yeah, we actually streamline the process so that
Mm,
it's easy to our couple to pick and
mm,
choose. We have a
mm,
lot of invite plus the virtual backdrop. So we still work with wedding branding as a whole. So they
mm,
are, although have only 10 packs, they shouldn't
mm,
give up on the whole wedding branding, also cohesive wedding. So we also match with their
mm,
invitation, virtual backdrop, also their
mm, mm.
thank you card, and also their backdrop. So yeah, it's
Oh.
very interesting because we did one rehearsal with for our couple. They're supposed to get
Mm.
married on 6th June.
Ooh.
We are ready for the wedding, but too bad they didn't get the approval from RM.
Oh. Okay.
So we have 4 people in the team that
Mm-hmm.
have different roles, and
Mm.
we also have a breakout room for photo taking and for recording greetings.
Right. So you guys will
So
be like the host. You guys will
yeah,
manage the whole wedding in a way, like to assist the couple, is it?
yeah.
Wow.
Assist the guest. We
Oh, the
assist the guest,
guests. Mm, mm,
and we
mm,
also if couple don't have MC, we
mm.
also be the MC. Like we will be the virtual MC. Like you can march now, or like let's welcome the bride and groom. Yeah, like that. And then cheers. Yeah.
Oh,
So we have a virtual MC.
is it like? Oh, I mean, of course you have to write down your scripts. You have to come up with all the planning and the
Yeah.
scheduling, everything, right? Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
like quite interesting, eh.
Yeah.
But do you like during their wedding, right? Do you like encounter maybe like internet problem or like hang or what? Then you like, hey, you may match now, and then maybe the couples didn't like hear, and then they didn't match or something. Like, is there such a
Oh. So
challenge?
as of now, we actually up our internet, and we also have
Mm.
switcher. So we actually equip more with more gadget lah. So not just
Oh,
the basic
mm, mm.
internet. We have
Oh, so
mesh
it's
and
like
all.
So you won't like encounter this kind of internet difficulty, like all the technical problems lah. You're prepared lah, right, Helen?
Yeah, we prepared. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
are actually planning even more when there's phase 2 and phase 3. If we have to be, if we can be there, so we have partner with videographer to really use a broadcast camera, and with switcher with like professional camera. So it's
Oh,
I
okay.
think
So
moving
yeah.
forward, wedding maybe it will be the norm.
Yeah, this could be the norm, like being like in a way, small wedding could be the new norm. Is that what you think, Helen?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely is a new norm. Just don't know how small it is. People's definition of small may be like 50, some is 20,
Yeah.
and some is 100 is small. So yeah. So I think now we need to be really aware of the situation, because guests might also not comfortable to come in for a big gatherings, right?
Right.
So there are number of guests definitely have to cut down, and that will affect basically the whole industry lah.
Yeah, that's true. And like when you talk about, okay, so you're saying that, the small weddings could be the new norm and this could affect the whole wedding industry, right? In a way, like maybe
Yeah.
Helen, you can be more in depth, like how will it affect? Like, generally, like how does it affect?
First thing, it definitely affect on the customers' spending behavior, because it's small, right? And they probably don't want to have a lot extra stuff. So we
Okay.
realized that couple usually is very down to the essential. Wedding gown is essential, photographer is essential, and wedding decor. We see increase in our inquiries, and also we have couple who like call us one day before their wedding. It's like
Wow,
amazing. Yeah,
so
like
last
last week,
minute.
right? Yes, very last minute, because they just got their RM approved that day, like afternoon 3 p.m. Then they call me, do you have decor for me? My wedding is tomorrow. So it's very interesting. So we managed to conjure up a theme for them, and also we have the decor and then get ready, and then the next day morning we deliver to them.
How long does this whole like wedding decor? I mean, like the customer called last minute, right? How long do you like manage to do out the whole thing?
Well, we need like definitely one day or half a day, and yeah. So I think because of that, then now we are very nimble. We are very quick to adapt, and I think as a whole wedding industry definitely will be affected, because, well, couple probably will struggle with financial. So hourly, when it comes to small wedding, they probably don't need a lot of hours. So it will be
Okay.
also cut down on service type of service. Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel that, okay, talking about all this, customers, maybe their needs or their essentials will also narrow down to maybe just a few basics for their wedding, like they won't want a very like grand wedding decor or whatever. But I feel like I think it's a very good challenge for businesses as well, and even for people, for like just people or human or customers like us, because we have to learn how to adapt. We have to learn how to like compromise. Like not every time, like things always go our way, right? So I think when you were sharing with me about your virtual like coordination, your virtual MC, like everything that you come up with in your Zoom room, so literally that is like the wedding space, right? I think it's super creative, and I think it's quite definitely you face a lot of challenges during the first like few times when you try out with your
Yes.
employees, right? Yeah.
Nice.
So I think
So yeah, actually very interesting, because we try with our team first. We do a mock-up wedding, and then we really find what's the problem. And when we do the wedding itself, wow, it's really interesting. You get the feeling that, wow, this is really wedding. Although you are in your own room, right, or our coordinator is in their own premises, right, they can still feel a wedding.
right, like really can feel the vibe, is it? Like, okay,
Yeah,
honest, I'm just
can
super
really feel.
curious.
Yeah,
I'm just
can
super
really feel the
curious.
vibe.
Like imagine if I'm the customer, like as in, sorry, I'm the visitor of the couples, like
The
I'm
guest.
I'm the
Yeah,
guest.
the guest.
And then like do they cry? Do they like, oh my god? Then they're like, oh, then
Yeah,
they like
you do.
cry.
In fact, there is this wedding that goes viral during circuit breaker, Amos and Natasha, and we managed to interview them. They have
Oh.
400 guests. They only have 6 guests present, their parents and 2 witnesses. but they have 400 guests online. So when I interview them, right, I can really feel like their friends is very on. Everybody dressed up, and even
Oh,
they have wine. So when there's cheers, really cheers. And then they have like 27 breakout rooms. So can you imagine? It's it's like a community. I don't know how to say it, but I think this whole circuit breaker, right, made me
mm,
feels like we are in like a digital village, kind of like
mm.
we are very connected, because
You're totally
I have a
right.
lot
Yeah.
of I have a lot of boot camp meetings, and then like webinars, and you guys did a lot of webinars, and we
Yeah.
couples, and I feel connected somehow, right? Even when I meet new client, right, they can really feel connected to us, and
Mm.
they surprisingly they really sign with us during circuit breaker. So I think that's quite amazing.
Yeah. I think also gradually people will slowly adapt to the whole situation as well, lah, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest changes, it will be on the mindset of the people. People
Mm.
are more open for more digital interaction, like Zoom meeting, or even face-to-face meeting. And
Mm-hmm.
even you can do, like, you can even do and it become known.
Mm.
Like, it's very easy. Like, you attended wedding and you give ang paos, and that's it, right? So I have couple who actually give also to your guests delivery
Mm.
food and cake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
is
that's super
also nice.
interesting. Like they do the grab, as in you will have a caterer to like
Yeah, we
assist.
have,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay. Oh, that's
So
very cool. Eh.
we tie up with a cake vendor, also the delivery service.
Mm.
So they can deliver like 50 on the go. So
Oh,
their
okay, not
guests
bad.
have cakes, and also some is have wine. So yeah, very interesting.
Oh, wow. That's like I think that's very cool. Like, but when you talk about this, right? What about the ang pao? Ah? Like, do you think like they will?
The
I mean,
rates, you mean?
I'm just super curious. It's like I mean, because when you are doing, you're at the hotels, you have all the banquets. Yeah, you will see the rates you will give by the amount, right? But because now it's like the wedding, like did they share with you like, oh, wow, the rates drop a lot or what? Did they like share about all these things?
Well, I think when they do a virtual wedding, right, I don't think they care so much about how much ang pao they get, because, well,
Mm-mm.
unlike in the past, right, they have to cover the banquet. But
Ah.
for e-wedding, there's no need. So it's good that people give you, and if it's not, it's fine also. And also, I
Mm-mm-mm.
have one couple who even do charity. So instead of
Oh.
ang pao, they say, okay, you will donate this. They will donate to the certain charity that they choose.
Oh, it is very nice. I
Yeah,
feel
that's very
like
nice.
I think when you were sharing, when you're sharing with me this interview, this experience that you've gone through, then I realized that actually, yeah, the cost will definitely drop. It will be lower. I think that the couples also feel more like relaxed. They don't feel so stressed out about the cost, about whatever spending. I mean, obviously, it feels different, like the vibe. When you're doing an e-wedding and you have a physical wedding, the feeling is very different. Some people they don't mind going for something simple. I think this is a very good alternative for them. Rather than a physical intimate wedding. Yeah, so
Yes.
Helen, but okay, other than that, right? Okay, so when you're sharing with me about all this stuff, like about your policies for your existing customers. So in the past, we have like policies for your companies, like 100% full refund within 7 days. That kind of concept, right? Like for your company, do you change any of all these terms and conditions of policy to actually compromise, during this COVID-19?
Yes, during this period, actually, we changed our policy for deposit, so we
Mm,
don't collect 50% anymore. We
mm,
break it into three times. First
mm,
is 20% instead of 50%, and
mm,
we give a guarantee within like 7 days. They can change their mind,
mm.
and also they can postpone their wedding. Basically, they can postpone their wedding
Mm.
um, uh, to any date. We don't have limit, but for cancellation it's a bit tricky. We we do a full refundable for coordination couple
Ah.
who
Mm, mm, mm.
who sign up now, and if their wedding didn't manage to materialize, right, they can get full refund if they sign up now,
I see.
because
Right.
yeah, you really cannot tell like
Mm.
what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, yeah. So I think for Rosette Designs and Co is really like quite in a way it's empathetic lah, because not you know, like when it comes to this sort of situation, like you say, it's unpredictable and you can't possibly, you know, say, oh sorry, no refund, you know, like I feel that as wow, full refund Shifali. Yeah, like
No, actually, full refund.
I
Okay. I need to be disclaimer also,
mm,
right?
right.
For full refund, usually is a deposit refund, but
Right.
I know in the industry, right, there's this struggle whether you refund the deposit or not. For us, retail now is that does not apply to the past couple, apply to couple now. If they want to sign with us and for coordination only, and if the wedding itself, in the end they cannot do like maybe 200 or 250, then they can refund. So
I get it.
because we haven't start working on the wedding for coordination, because coordination is 2 months before the wedding, but for
Yeah.
decor or for other like full planning, we still need to prorate the service, because
Correct, correct.
there's this work that we have done before.
Correct, yeah. I mean, of course, when you say full refund, you meant by things that can be refunded. Obviously, refund. This is, of course, terms and conditions applies lah. But I mean,
Yeah.
and in a way to conclude, I feel that it's still really nice. Like companies, you know, like all of us, we are empathetic during this period of time. You know, we understand the customer situation, even though we ourselves are also going through difficult times. But at the end of the day, everybody has to be happy, correct? Because if you know, if there are some companies, maybe they are very resistant, like, oh sorry, you paid, right, no refund, we don't care, you can come back like next year to do your wedding, then too bad, you know, that kind of thing. I think it, first of all, it will give customers that kind of feeling that I cannot trust you, and at the
uh,
same time it's like, you know, you have no empathy. Like who would like a company that doesn't relate to their customers, correct?
um Actually, to one, it's very different. So of course
Mm.
empathy is one thing.
Mm.
We also heard also there's two ways of the stories, right? I mean, I understand like we also want to be empathetic for the couple, right? But there is company that cannot do the full refund, and it creates like a problems lah in between them, and there's a mediation also. So I think it's, yeah lah, in the end, right, in the end, if let's say we can, then we'll help the couple. Yes, but we
Yeah.
definitely wants to be empathetic for the couples.
Correct,
Definitely.
correct. Yeah, yeah. All right, Helen. So, okay, so we're gonna maybe wrap up with the last question. The last question is, are there any tips for us viewers, for yourself, for ourselves to stay positive during this period of the pandemic?
Wow, I think keep yourself motivated and also be positive, not only for the wedding itself, but have more hopeful. Do your own routine, like do normal routine, don't sleep on too late. But for wedding itself, right, keep yourself inspired by keep planning. So don't let the momentum go down, right? And when you're planning the wedding, maybe have more brainstorming time with your spouse, with your fiance, and start researching, getting the best vendor, and getting the look that you want. Because we
Right.
are a wedding planning and we also decoration company, so we really believe in having your we really believe in putting your heart into your wedding. So by planning, by looking at Pinterest, or looking at, by actually dreaming about your wedding, you get yourself motivated, you know. So I think yeah, keep yourself inspired actually to have your own dream wedding. Don't give up, although
Yeah.
you maybe still have it small. Yeah, still have that look, because the well the whole pandemic will pass, right, but the wedding photo will remain. So
Yes, that's so true.
so make sure you actually think through. for your
Right, right,
wedding.
right. Yeah, because I mean, wedding is a one-time thing, man. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
even
it's a
the
once in a
pandemic,
lifetime.
yeah, like pandemic also like a one-time thing. You know, it passes, but you have to like, you know, the photo is there, your wedding memory is there, and it's like a celebration of you and your husband or your wife. You know, they get together. So yeah, you have to keep on dreaming. Yes, Helen, keep on dreaming and continue to, you know, exercise your mind, keep yourself active, and don't like just give up, lah. Yeah, like just lie on bed and nua all the way.
Yeah.
All right, Helen, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
like
you so
yeah
much.
being here. Thank you so much for sharing so much of your. I mean, like yeah, so many thank yous, but like really, it's so interesting that you share with me about your virtual thing. I think wow, it's very cool. So again, guys, any of you guys are interested in Helen's services or whatsoever, you know, to ask questions, inquiries. After this, I will actually upload this video onto our IGTV, our Facebook, or our social media platforms, and we will also indicate Rosette Designs and Co's social media links, websites, everything there, so you can actually directly talk to them as well.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Sam. And Labelle team actually fantastic. Like the other day, my husband said, "Wow, Labelle produce video every day." Are they like a
Yeah.
bridal gown company or a content creation? But
Wow. Okay
amazing.
lah.
So I think hardworking. So I
Thank
think that's
you.
the I may. So it's really
Hi,
something that
May.
we share. Something that
Mm.
we share.
Mm.
We don't give up and we don't just be let go with whatever that comes our way. We actually
Mm.
make things happen. So yeah, thank you for
Correct,
having me.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Helen. And also for Rosette Design Co. Remember, they every Saturday they have a Saturday with Rosette. So you can always watch their video as well. And of course, Helen, if you have more video contents to produce every week, I'm excited. We will like be there to watch and we will help you like post up on our social media as well.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Helen.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Everyone. Thanks everyone for being here to watch us, and I hope you learned some tips and tricks or also some positive message that you can from Helen, from us. So yeah, again every week for wedding frontliners, 8 p.m. on Friday, and we hope to see you again on next coming Friday. Bye guys.
Bye bye.